Hi, Ann. Here we are again. And
Hello.
yeah, we were both off last Sunday, and it was nice to have a day off. And we'll just see how many people we're going to show up today. But yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
We're
Love
back.
it.
We're back to schedule again. Kids are back to school again. Here we
Yeah.
are in October. In Canada, we're talking Thanksgiving. The States doesn't do that till November. And if I'm right, Thanksgiving to the Americans is almost as big, if not bigger, than Christmas to them because they do a lot in Thanksgiving. Ours is a little more laid back, like Easter's a little more laid back, but we're due next Monday. So next Monday's Thanksgiving. So depending on when I'm having family, I may not be able to go live on Sunday, but I'll let you know. In the meantime, guys, if I'm having my dinner on Sunday, well, I won't be here, right? So I
Just
have to
let
work
me know.
around, yeah, we have to work around our adult kids' schedules. And my daughter was off celebrating her 50th birthday in the Dominican this week, and she's just home now. And so yeah, it's all
Oh,
good.
lovely.
Play it by ear. So hi. So I'm going to get these down. We've got Dean, and we've got Jamara, and we've got Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
Oh, sorry, Brenda, to trample over our lovely start to the readings. When do you change the clocks in Canada? Because do you remember my first invite to
Yeah,
your chat room?
it's not until November. Sometime in November. I'll find it, and then I'll send you a
Right,
message.
because we're in end of October.
Okay, and that's
But I
why
can work mine out. That's not a problem. It's when you change yours and I haven't realized.
yeah. Well, that's why I didn't put the UK time down today because I wasn't sure
Yeah.
whether
We
or
have
not your time had changed, right?
another 2.5 weeks of summertime,
Okay.
and then we are into back to Greenwich Mean Time. But I just thought I would ask. I'm sorry to interrupt that, but I thought while I
No,
remember,
yeah, while we're talking about it for sure.
yeah.
Thanks, Dean. Gotcha. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just writing down everybody's names as they come in. So Dean, Damara, Kathy's Guided Light. Hi, Kath. April, Bennett. Where am I here? Or did I spell that wrong? Barnett. Barnett. Okay. I'm trying to write them down very quickly. And Real Country Woman, hi. And Hattie
Hey,
Daddy, how are you? And our beautiful Tammy Bambi, thank you for coming in. It's beautiful. We were just talking. Now, I want to let you guys know, guess what? I'm getting all the perks now. I've got the QR code there. You can see above me. So, guys, if you need to find me, if you're new to my room, just the routine, you guys. Just scan it with your phone, and it'll take you right to my YouTube channel and where you can find information on my website and how to book an appointment with me should you want to. A lot of people here, you know me, you follow me, you're in my room every week. But I just was excited. I was saying to Ann, gee, duh, I just finally figured out how to tap into doing the QR code up there. And I just have to figure out how to do it on my YouTube channel. But it's mainly for people that make live videos, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, yeah, so you guys need to be cheering Ann on because she hasn't gone live yet, and we need to get her out there. We
I
need to.
know, Brenda. Honestly, if I could find a free Saturday
I
night,
know, I
I would
know.
do. I will, and I will do. I promise.
Yeah.
It is on
See,
the
the big thing is time difference, right? Time
yeah,
zones. Because I can't say to you, oh yeah, let's go out in the evening because it's evening now for you.
yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, yeah.
Your
So
evening is me
yeah, yeah.
bedtime. I'll be asleep.
Could be hours of sleep if I said my evening. So I get it. It's all a matter
Yeah,
of time zones and trying to figure it out. I mean, we could go during the day in a week too, but most people that we have on here are people who work, and
yes.
they
So
may not be
I'm
able. They
thinking
may not.
weekend.
Our regulars may not be
Yeah,
able to tap into us, but we would be getting a whole new, different type of people, right? On that don't work, I guess. But anyway, it's all good. We're going to get her out there yet. I want her to be able to fly. I'm going to go with her, of course. I'm not going to throw her out there under the bus on
on
her
my
own.
own with my little notebook, trying
Yeah,
to write everybody's name down.
I'll
Oh
be
dear.
definitely out there with you, so don't you worry. I'll be there. A lot of people don't write lists. Like, um, uh, Kathy's Guided Light, she does. and it's a way of acknowledging who's coming in, who's not coming in.
Yeah.
A lot of people who have a lot of people in the room, they just randomly pick names. And I haven't got that big yet, where, you know, at one time, if you got 20 or 30 people in your room, you really, it gets difficult. So 2 people, it's wonderful because one keeps a list,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it just rolls smoothly, eh? So it's a lot easier that way. The day, okay, so what do we got? Tamara says the day after Thanksgiving is the biggest shopping day. Yeah, it's Black Friday, isn't it, Tamara? They go out there and what they do is they buy all their Christmas presents that day. And there's a lot of sales on. So that's the way they put the state.
So is that that's November in America?
Yeah, it's called Black Friday. The day after. So they get all their Christmas deals in. And you know, Canada's starting to do that too with Black Fridays and stuff like that. I mean, I've made my life really simple. I just go and I get gift certificates for said. I just give my kids gift certificates for whatever, theoretically $100 for whatever store they shop in all the time, right? And they don't get to unwrap things the same anymore. But I give them birthday gifts. They unwrap. So they can go buy what they want. And all my kids are adults, even my grandkids, 18 and 23. I'm not going to go shopping for clothes for these kids. They've got, I mean, they've got everything. They've got phones and they got computers and they got cars and they got everything. What am I going to get? You know? So I just give them gift certificates. So it makes it so much easier. So I'm going to get these people down here because I'm yapping away and we'll get started. Real Country Woman. All right.
Well, while you're doing that, I can tell you about our exciting weekend. And we've had the first named storm of the season. We started giving them names now.
It was happening. It was happening.
My lovely youngest daughter, and she's there safe and sound, was flying out to Kefalonia in Greece for a week's holiday.
Yeah.
And we were taking them to the airport the night before when this storm arrived.
Yeah.
And she was due to fly out when the storm was still carrying on. We thought, of all the days, and we have to go over the hills to get her to the airport. You know, it's not an easy drive. It's very scenic in the summer on a balmy summer day. But honestly, believe me, when it's windy, you don't want to be. It's the highest motorway in Britain that we have to go across.
Wow.
Long story short, I was in my little room here. And I had a little chat with my angels and I said, it's me again. And I'm just really, we need Harriet to be able to take off on time in the morning safely with everybody going on holiday. And particularly, we need a good journey to drop her off tonight. And do you know, Brenda, we got her to the airport with her partner. And yes, it was wet and windy, but nothing terribly terrible as we'd been promised. And then coming home, because we turned around and came straight back home again, we followed the black clouds, but where we were, there wasn't any rain and it wasn't really that windy. It was almost like that had gone and we were following it home. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Amazing.
We got home, had a cup of Yorkshire tea, and then it started this real gale. In the morning, I got a little message from Harriet saying that they'd only had half an hour delay. There was a calm little bit when she was taking off, which is what I was asking for as much as anything. And the pilot said, don't worry, everybody, about this storm. He said, we're going to manage this. And he said, in fact, it's a tailwind and we're going to get there an hour sooner.
When they say that, we're here half an hour early. How could that be? Tailwind.
And I just sat here and said, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So never.
I'm glad you brought this up, Anne, because I had thought in my mind, guys, we're going to get to you just in 2 seconds. Okay. Thank you for your patience. But this is important. As you know, Anne and I are quite spiritual, and it doesn't necessarily say you have to follow any particular denomination or religion, right? Organized religion. But Anne's beginning started off with spiritualism and going with the angels. And she has written this beautiful book. She gifted me one, and you'll find it on her thing. The other night I went to bed with my Yorkshire tea and my cup from Harrods. That was gifted to me by Pip's mummy. And I was reading it, and and it says, when's a good time to call them? You know, your angels, asking them for help, Did I hear you say angels? You know, angels and spaghetti bolognese. These are
Oh, yeah.
stories. These are stories that Anne has tapped into, her personal stories, how she has asked and what in the situation she has asked angels for help. And at the back of the book, which I found really helpful too, Anne, was you call them the Magnificent Seven. Okay,
Yes.
she calls them the Magnificent Seven. And she posts all the archangels and what they stand for and what you would ask, let's say, Archangel Michael for, or Raphael for, or Gabrielle for. And Gabrielle, by the way, is mine, guys. We all us women want Michael, you know, the big. And my guide said, no, Brenda, yours is Gabrielle, the messenger. That's who you are. You're
Yeah.
a messenger. And my main guide is Gabby. So I have a Gabby. They gave me Gabby first because I wanted to know who my guide was. It was here with me from the beginning, right? And then I said, oh my God, that's short form for Gabrielle. They're telling me that my angel, my archangel is Gabrielle, and my guide is Gabby. So it's really interesting. But tapping into the angels, you can ask them for anything. Like you wanted a parking place one time. You were in a big hurry to go somewhere and it was in the city and it was crowded. And she's saying, oh, please just find me a parking place. I don't have to hold traffic up, you know, parallel park and pull in. Everything falls in line, you know, like,
Yeah.
and I'm the same way. Please let me, I'm speeding to get to an appointment. Please let me get there on time that they'll still accept my appointment. Bang. Oh, don't hurry, Brenda. We're open till 6 o'clock. It don't ever rush. You know, it's like, they're there. And Tamara knows that too. Tamara posts, guys, if you follow her on Facebook every day, it's like, God, I know that was you. Or God might not come when you want him to, but God will always come when you need him to. He's always on time. Or, she's posts the most beautiful, positive things about talking to God at the end of her day. I always felt my main was Raphael, the healing angel. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dean. Absolutely. So if you and I tell people this, it's a knowing, it's a feeling, it's and go with it. Okay, it's like I wanted to know who my animal totems were. I have 4 of them, and I went, oh, that's nice, and they all meant something to me when they gave them to me. It was quite amazing. So you can ask spirit or your angels, whoever you lean into, lots of questions, and before you know, you get it. Or I was thinking this morning of my late husband. I pull up behind a car, and the number on the back of the car was Dada 555. 555 is the niche she's buried in. He was the best dad on earth. And I went, wow. I was thinking of him. And right there in front of me at the stoplight, I looked down at the license plate and I went, hi, John. I know you're always with me and you always ride with me. You're my, he was a policeman. He's always protecting me, right? He's protected me from day one, even now. So, it's amazing how what intuition does. Trust it, go with it. And oh, you're welcome, Damara. You're an earth angel yourself. So anyway, let's get on with this because I'm ticking down the clock, and let's get on with our super chats. Thanks, Dean. Okay, let's see. Dean was my first. Dean. All right, Dean. What's in store for me coming this week? Okay, let's see what we've got for our Dean. So anyway, yes, Anne's going to get out live. She's not dragging her heels and procrastinating. It's a matter of fitting things into the schedule and times because I want to go with her, right? But you know what, Anne? There's no reason why we can't take a Sunday, and I'll just say this Sunday you do it, next Sunday I do it, whatever works, because it gives one of us. We can share the wealth. You've been out here with me all this time, so I haven't got a problem with that. We can do that too if you want. We'll say, okay,
right. We can have a little chat about
we're going to Anne's channel this.
It's like to my house for the party this week, isn't
Yeah,
it?
we're going to Anne's house for the party this week.
Okay, Dean, welcome into the room. And
now, wait a minute. This is what Dean said. He wants something grand and fantastic. Piece of cake.
Well, actually, you're not far off.
Good one. That's awesome.
So, first of all, Dean, for you, we've got the King of Cups, King of Teacups in my deck. So, an authority figure in the tarot, this lovely king brings in guidance and help and these certain qualities. Now, this king is kind, compassionate, very emotionally stable, very balanced, very often helping other people to feel better, a real arm around the shoulders kind of encouraging energy. We've got the Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords. This is very much about healing and moving on. This is when things start to move forward. There's been a little time of quiet, just time for a cup of tea. Look, our little angels are drinking tea there. And now very much a period of healing and moving on. And moving on to something so much better, because we've got the Five of Cups now, Five of Teacups. And here we are, acknowledging the past, that's those three little teacups there, but moving on to something so much better. So overlit with this beautiful, loving, kindness, compassionate energy, we've got this movement forward to an improved situation. Four of Wands, this is about stability. The fours are very much about a foundation. This is the Four of Wands. This is about celebrating. This is about you being recognized. This is about you being appreciated. This is about you receiving with grace and with gratitude. It's absolutely beautiful. And just to finish off with a flourish and something fantastic, we've got the Magician saying, yes, you can. You are ready. You have everything you need. So no room for self-doubt, no room for self-criticism. The Magician comes in and says, yes, you're ready. So the Magician and that King, what a combination together, bringing in loving kindness with that grounded energy of the Magician and moving on to something so much better, something that you're really going to be happy about. And you being appreciated, that's the key to this card for me, the Four of Wands. It's recognition, it's appreciation, and you saying thank you. So, Dean, that's what I've got for you.
Beautiful. Okay, Dean. You. Now, I don't have the King. She does. I have the King of Swords. But you know what that means. You've got the Seven of Wands, and you're constantly struggling with things in your head and your mind. And I think what happens is, Dean, you end up going within and you beat yourself up for no reason at all. But you need to stand your ground, and you need to stand in your truth. And I get it. But stand up for your beliefs. You're always fighting in your own corner. Don't be defensive. Stand your ground and don't give up, because here comes the King of Swords, and that's all about truth. That's all about standing in your integrity and trusting your intuition. But you could also be meeting somebody who could be that way too. They stand in their truth. It could be somebody who you can lean into, somebody who you can trust, who gives you wise counsel in a situation. You know what? This is about you stepping up to the plate and really standing up for yourself and knowing that you're not going to back down and you're not going to change who you are to please the masses or anybody else. Justice is going to be done, karmic justice. What goes around comes around. My late husband had a really good saying, we don't have to do anything. Throw them enough rope and they'll hang themselves eventually. In other words, it isn't worth the fight. Okay. So don't get caught up and beat yourself up on a situation that may have not worked out 100% in your favor or how you had wished it could have. Okay. Step up, stand in your truth, set up those boundaries, say, I'm worthy of better. And you know what? Karma is going to come through. Justice. Now we've got the Eight of Wands. If things were slow, things are going to pick up. These are flying wands. You could be thinking about flying somewhere, wanting to book a flight eventually in the near future. It could also be, Dean, the Wands of Cupid. Okay, something new could be coming in because you do have the Ace of Wands. Now, we know the Ace of Wands is taking action, going after an offer, whatever it is that comes in. Often it refers to opportunities that could have to do with business and career and contracts. But this to me is an opportunity that comes your way and you're going to take action on it. It's going to pique your curiosity, pique your creative juices, and you will be interested, going after it, feeling inspired. Okay. It's a new beginning. It's good news. And you could be, you're finding the passion again to do something and do what you want to do. The gift card. Six of Pentacles. I always call this a gift card because it's push, pull, give and take energy, maybe communicating with somebody, trying to come to a decision and a conclusion about something. But it also comes in the form of time, effort, support, love, and maybe even unexpected money. that could be coming your way. Now, you might be wanting to get involved in something yourself. You could, where you're going to fit it in, I don't know, but you could be getting involved in some sort of a mission that you're on, a quest, something that involves doing something without getting paid for it, like a nonprofit organization, or maybe helping out at some sort of place that you can donate your time. It's give and take. That's why I say you could be receiving something in the form of a beautiful gift of graciousness, and you're going to show that gratitude, or you could be giving it to someone else. It's a card of generosity. So you could be being generous, or somebody else generous towards you. Now, your final card is, what is meant for you won't pass by you. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. God, Dean, this is so dead on. So dead on. Wow. Thanks, Dean. Okay. Oh, I missed Marby when I was yapping here. Hi, Marby. Get you down here on my list. Okay, so our next one, Anne, is Real Country Woman. Let's see what we've got for her, what she wants. Here we go. What do you see happening to me this month? Okay. Marby, if you have a question, sweetheart, post it below so we'll know what to, if you want a general or you want a question, focus on a question, okay? Let us know.
Now, so Real Country Woman, welcome to the room. Lovely to read for you again. So, what do you see happening to me this month? Now, first card, Four of Cups. This asks you to look at a broader horizon, look at a bigger picture, because our little angel on the card here, look, she's so focused on these three tiny teacups here. They're the past, that she's missing this golden opportunity right beside her. All she's got to do is turn around and see it. So very much a time for stepping back and looking broader, looking further, looking at the bigger picture. Then coming up, we've got three cards of assessment. So the first is the Temperance card. This is about balance. It's about compromise. It's about mixing ideas together. It's about discussions, conversations, working out the best way forward for everyone. But it's a card of balance and assessment. Immediately followed by card 20, reflection. Another card of reflection, assessment. Now, it looks like there's not a lot happening on this card because there she is drinking tea and eating cake. But actually, what she's doing is she's realizing how far she's come, how well she's doing, and her sights are set on this little signpost saying climb to new heights. So now, after this time with the Temperance, looking at the bigger picture, this is you starting to formulate where to next. This is the start of it. The Eight of Coins says, look at all the small details, check everything twice, read the small print, do your homework, find out everything you need to know, because the little details can make a really big difference. And then we've got the third card of rest and assessment. It's the Four of Pencils, Four of Swords. And here our little angels are, look, having a rest. They're putting the feet up, they're having a cup of tea and reading a book. Taking that time out. Now, very often, if we do this, we think, oh, I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing enough. When actually, this is exactly what you need to do. Because in this time of rest and relaxation and time out, that's where you get your brilliant inspiration finding you. That's where the good ideas come. And very often in life, when you talk to people who've come up with a brilliant idea, they didn't come up with it while they were sitting at the desk working on it. They thought of it while they were walking the dog, or they thought of it while they were brewing a pot of tea, something not associated with what they were working on. And this is what this card's about: getting out, doing something differently, getting rid of all the busy, and letting the inspiration find you. And in this lovely state of rest, you are much more open to receiving that and hearing the prompts from your angels as well. So I hope that resonates. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Anne. She says you're right about that resting, sitting there. It doesn't come to you when you're, that's for sure. Just at the most unusual times it comes.
Yeah.
Okay, so and I was speaking to Anne about something similar today with a license plate that I saw. So yeah, it's funny how our angels and guides send us messages. You've got the world, and the world's at your feet right now, and this is your beginning card. And the universe is trying to tell you that you have everything there to move forward. The world is that card of the end of one cycle, the beginning of something new. It's a card of the future. It looks promising for you. You could pretty much set your compass and go east, west, north, or south. Go towards what you want. This is a card of success and achievement that you're going to be experiencing. It could also be the card of travel. Maybe you're thinking of traveling somewhere across the country or the other side of the world. You've got the Three of Wands. It's also the card of travel and move. And moving, I think you're going somewhere, a real country woman. Maybe you're planning a trip, or your job or your career is going to involve relocating. But he's looking across the ocean. He's looking towards his future. He's waiting for his ship to come in. But when we get the Three of Wands, it says you're coming into your own, but don't stop there. Though, you're seeing rewards and return for your hard work and effort coming in, which is great. But you need to be forward thinking, planning the next move, the next thing that you have to do to keep this momentum moving in a successful way. Now, in your challenge position, you've got the Queen of Swords. This is your help or your hurdle, as Anne says. This is a card that says you are coming to a conclusion that you will be walking away from something that no longer serves you. It could be unfulfilling relationships or jobs or situations that you were involved in that just don't work. She's solo. She's independent. She's known as the widow or the divorcee. She doesn't need to take anybody or rely on anybody else's input or opinion about what she wants to do. Cleaning house, moving on. That could be hard for you right now because it is in your challenge part of it, but don't sit there in hardship if you don't have to. Let it go. Friendships often outlive their expiration date. You either grow together and move together, or you have to part ways. Coming in your spirit, messages from your spirit and your guides, you've got the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, like Anne said, is you need to be paying attention and looking at, keeping your eyes open at all the opportunities and options coming in. Let go of the ones that have gone. They're gone, done and done. This is about you looking at new opportunities again, getting rid of what doesn't serve you, moving on to find something new, because the world is yours to go after. Now, your final card is working with other people. The Three of Pentacles. Teamwork is dream work. You may be asked to get up and perform, teach, preach, or convey information to other people. I know, real country woman, you're in the entertainment field. Maybe you might be asked to be the headliner on the show for now. You could get the lead. But this is working with other people and collaborating and bouncing ideas off of each other for the same goals and success. Teamwork is dream work. Your final card says, don't worry. Everything you've been waiting for is on its way. Progress is being made, even if you can't yet see the results. So much is happening behind the scenes for the creation of your dreams. Trust the process, real country woman. Wow, I love those cards. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what we've got next. Who do we have next? We have Tammy. Tammy, are you here, sweetie? Did you say? Tammy says general for the rest of the Okay, General. All right, Tammy Bambi, my beautiful Tammy Bambi. Isn't that's amazing? Yeah. I've entered into two song. Oh, look, Real Country Woman says I've entered into two song contests that would win travel. There you go. Ooh, I love it.
So, Tammy, thank you so much for coming in and looking after us every week. It's absolutely wonderful. Thank you. So we've got some lovely cards for you. The first one, 9 of Coins. This is about you enjoying the results of your hard work, taking a little bit of time out just for you after you've been busy working hard and looking after everybody else. This is time for you, and it does encourage you to take that time out and really enjoy the results of your hard work. The 10 of Pencils, 10 of Swords is about a situation improving. This is you climbing this little ladder of success, and with every step up the ladder, things getting better, so much better, and even better. The Ego card says it's time for you to let go and leave behind now anything that's weighing you down or holding you back. So heavy things such as guilt, fear, self-criticism, self-sabotage. Those you can leave behind. Our little angel's done just that. Now she's picked up some balloons, which are so much lighter, and she's focusing on self-belief, confidence, positivity, and moving forward with those. We finish off here with the Star card. Absolutely beautiful. One of the best cards in the whole deck. Wishes coming true, recognition, appreciation, wishing on a star, things that you've been manifesting and hoping for coming into view. It's happiness, it's healing, it's absolutely beautiful energy, recognition and success. So Tammy, what a lovely rest of the month for you, and I wish you well. Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Okay, Tammy, you've got the Queen of Swords. You're letting things go. You're cleaning house. Could be literally letting, cleaning things out of your home, or decluttering. But this is a card that says what doesn't work for you anymore. You've realized that from past experiences. You have to let them go. Close that door. Move on. You're on a new journey now to go forward in a new direction by yourself. You are independent. You are strong, and you are creative. You have this ability to go forward on your own. Don't allow yourself to stay stuck in a situation if it's not working for you 100%. 9 of Cups comes in. Wishes fulfilled. What have you been working on? Well, maybe clearing house, getting rid of your past, letting it go, learning from it. Now the 9 of Cups comes in. You're able to take a breath of fresh air, put your feet up a little bit, and realize that fulfillment's coming in. Your wishes are coming true. You're realizing that you can have that satisfaction that you want. Look, it just gets better and better. You got the Wheel of Fortune, Tammy. I always say, when that rolls into town, jump on that wagon and ride it hard, because you never know how long your luck's going to last. But the Wheel of Fortune is good karma. It's good energy. It's good luck. And it's like a windfall coming your way. Now, your final card coming in is this new chapter in your life is going to require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. You can't continue to see or interpret things with the same understanding that you had until now. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. I think you're going through change. Okay, I think I see change coming into you. And the change is going to make you much more happy. Okay, wow. Thank you, Tammy. Wow. You're learning a lot. Wow. Okay. Now, our next one is Addy Gaddy. Here we are. Addy Gaddy says, our manager and supervisors from my accounting department just quit their jobs on the spot, and will there be any odd changes for my work in my job in payments application departments? Okay, because there are two bosses, supervisors from the accounts department. Okay, they're telling me, my guides are telling me, Addy Gaddy, that it's almost like no, that they're going to have to be replaced, but I don't think that your job is in jeopardy. Now you're asking if there's going to be changes, possibly changes, yeah, because when they bring somebody in, they may be bringing somebody in that has a whole different perspective on things and their own way of doing things, which you might have to learn. But let's see how the cards show it.
So, your question, Atigati, welcome to the room. Will there be any changes in my work? Excuse me. Right, this is looking really nice for you, really good. We've got the Sun as your overall energy. This is one of the best cards in the whole deck. This is success. This is success after hard work. This is you reaping the rewards of all your hard work. And it also says, get busy on those new ideas. So we've got the Sun, it's positive, it's bright, it's successful. Your help or your hurdle, we've got the Emperor. Now, the Emperor steps in as a senior figure in the tarot. At a moment's notice, this Emperor is ready to go because everything is planned and organized in advance. So make sure everything's in place, everything has a place, everything's sorted out, everything's organized. This Emperor, just at a moment's notice, right, I'm ready, because everything's planned in advance. Yeah. So just, this is coming in as part of your help part of the reading. Make sure that everything's just so and sorted and organized. What do you need to focus on? We've got the King of Pencils here. So the King's authority figures. This is the King who is very logical, very straight to the point, very often in a position where they are giving advice because they are very well educated in complex paperwork. So finances, this would be a financial advisor, a lawyer, a solicitor, somebody that you would ask to look over the small print of a new contract. This is the professional advice coming in. So a senior figure stepping in there that you need to focus on. How can you help yourself? Page of Pencils. Again, this logical thinking energy. This little page brings something. She brings a message. And this little page brings in new ideas, new inspiration, and new information. So I think there could be, sometimes she's a little bit blunt. She hasn't quite got the refinement of the other cards. But what she brings in, the information, is really important for you to listen to. The Queen of Wands then comes in, spirit guidance. This Queen, again, look at all these people showing up. A page, the Emperor, a King, and this Queen. She is confident. She knows her worth. And she'll tell you, yes, I can. You just watch me. This is really positive, dynamic, confident energy. Just bear that in mind when you're dealing with anybody. Have that self-confidence. Have that, yes, I can attitude. This Queen can manifest what she wants whenever she needs it because she's had to learn how to do it. And now she can do that. She's helping other people. So this is fabulous. Guidance from spirit. They're literally saying, you be confident, you be you. Yes, you can. And the outcome, 3 of Wands. So we've got this exciting energy again. Long-term plans. This is you dreaming big, then dreaming bigger, putting a date on it, and you've got a goal. And then this card says, do something about it. Plant the seeds. Take the action steps. So when I'm looking at this, you know, it might be that, and I'm going out there a little bit, this King of Pencils is very much an authority figure. It could be that they could offer you something with this little page of pencils coming in with this information. The Queen of Wands saying, yes, you can, you really can, don't doubt yourself. And then long-term planning and dreaming big because you've been organized, because you're standing up at the front and leading by example. So just bear that in mind. Any changes at work, I can only see as positive changes coming in. And well, it'll be interesting to see. Ever since I got your cards out, I was thinking, could be a promotion in here for you somewhere. Something that won't let me carry on talking without telling you.
No, you got to do that. I think that's great.
So yeah, that's I'm getting a really good feeling about that.
Yeah.
So I wish you well. And,
beautiful.
yeah, I hope it resonates.
Wow, Addy Gaddy, that's great. Well, I also got the Emperor. Okay, so definitely you're stepping up into the seat of power. I think you're going to be an asset. They're definitely, I do not see your job being jeopardized in any way whatsoever. He's in control of his emotions. He's logical. He's organized, and he sits there on his throne. Okay, so I do think that you might be possibly doing that as well. You may be able to find yourself sitting in that job in a better position even now that those people are gone. I mean, I wish them well on their journey, and it's too bad that they quit. Obviously, there were problems there, but maybe there's restructuring going on at your place of work, and it will be for the better. You're going to be the Knight of Pentacles comes in, and this is slow moving action. It is, usually Pentacles have to do with finance and money and the material part of our life, but he is not. All the other knights are charging somewhere on their horse in a big hurry. Not this guy. He's planning. He's making his moves. He's taking his time. I think you're going to be fitting into this new situation, taking your time to fit in, sitting back, observing, and learning the new ways and techniques of this new restructuring that is going to. I really see restructuring going on at your place of work. But be patient because you don't have to rush into anything. Don't be thinking your job's in jeopardy and you got to run out and get one in a big hurry. I don't see that happening. The truth surfaces here. If things were not clear and you're worried about your job, the ace says stop worrying because clarity will come in. This is being able to see the truth in a situation. You'll understand everything that's going on at that job. It'll come in soon. Okay, it may take a little bit of time. Okay, but you will see the truth. Now, the card here, though, is a little bit contradictory, moving from troubled waters to calmer shores. And I'm looking at it that the people who were in charge, the supervisors who were in that accounting department, something tells me they weren't pulling their weight. They weren't who they should have been. They weren't doing a good job. There's a reason why they're not there and they quit. Maybe they quit because they knew they were going to get let go. Better to quit than to get fired. So that could have been the situation going on there, Addy Gaddy. I think you're going to find that there might have been some turbulence that went on, and now things are going to smooth out and be better. Now, your final outcome card is if you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers or words, it is a sign that you're being supported, cared for, and divinely protected by the universe. Beautiful things are about to happen to you. So this was quite positive, actually. Okay. So I wouldn't be concerned about your job being jeopardized. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And Anne sees actual promotion, so that's good. Okay, Marby. Let's find Marby. Marby says a general. Okay, here we go, Marby. Looks forward to new changes. Yes. Okay, great.
Okay, so Marby, welcome to the room. So, your first card, the Lover's card. So, this can be sometimes indicating a new relationship, but generally, this is the card of decisions and choices, and you assessing all your choices carefully. That's what this little angel's doing. She's deciding which little rose tree to buy. But she's looking at them all first. She's standing back, looking at all her choices, and then asking herself, what will make me happy? And then deciding to do that, but with her head as well. So it's mindful and it's sensible. So choices and decisions, making your mind up. It's time to leave the nonsense behind. We've got the Five of Wands. This is the card of you keeping moving forward towards the sunshine. If there's any drama going on in the background, this is where you leave it where it is. If there's any conversations you don't need to be part of, if there's anything else going on, just walk away, leave them to it. It's time for you to leave the nonsense behind. The Page of Pencils, Page of Swords brings in a message. They all bring in some sort of news. And this little Page of Pencils brings in new ideas, new inspiration, new information. Sometimes it can mean a slight change to plan. That doesn't matter. Listen to the information that this little page brings, because very often it's inspiration. And then check it out. Look at it. This is the 8 of coins. Look at all the details. Check everything. Dot the I's, cross the T's, read the small print, and then read it again, because those little details can make such a big difference. And when you've done all of that, we've got the wishes coming true. 9 of Cups. Things that you've been hoping for, dreaming of, actually arriving in front of you. So, Marby, I hope that resonates with you, and I wish you well. Thank you.
Beautiful. Marby, something's going to happen all of a sudden. You've got the tower. The tower is quick, something that makes you have to shift the direction you're going and change things. It could be the end of a friendship, an unfulfilling job, a situation you're involved in, and it comes crashing down. But what it does is it gives you the ability to take time and think about what you really want to do and rebuild a better, stronger, and firmer foundation. Okay, so I always look at this card as a card that it's probably inevitable. You might have known something was going to come to an end, and now you're faced with having to finally make a decision to do something, and it will be for the better. You're going to be giving up things that no longer serve you, that are holding you back. The Devil card or the Eagle card comes in and says you're changing your ways. This is a card of addictive behavior, addictions, and maybe allowing things to hold you back. Maybe you've been in an unfulfilling friendship or relationship or a job that you didn't feel was really rewarding you for your hard work and effort. This is a card that says you're going to be making some very wise and healthy choices and decisions now to make things better, breaking those ties and those chains of things that hold you back from being successful like you deserve to be and happy. The Chariot comes in and says, great, congratulations, good for you. This is a card of being a champion, pulling off great accomplishments, but you prepared yourself for this. You didn't just, dream it up. You went out there and you prepared yourself. He goes into the arena, he's prepared and comes out the other side unscathed. Okay, that's why I call him the champion. You're going to be pulling off some great accomplishments by making these changes in your life. Your final outcome card is the King of Pentacles, landing on your feet, coming up, smelling like a rose no matter what. Okay, so this is the card that says things are going to work out in your favor. Go through those doors of opportunity. Hold your head up if there's new opportunities coming, and do it confidently, because you can't make a mistake. Coming in with your final cards, you've got comparing yourself to others keeps you stuck in a cycle of guilt and shame. It continues to separate you from your blessings. It keeps you small. Understand that everyone has their own journey, which always unfolds in divine timing. Your time will come. So try not to, I'm not saying you're jealous. We all, you can admire people who have what they have, but respect them for how they got there. Okay. That's what that means to me. Thank you, Marby. Okay, we've got SP. SP wants, what do I need to know right now? Welcome, SP. Thank you for coming in again. We haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're keeping well. Okay. What do you need to know right now, Spirit and Guides?
Okay. So welcome, SP. So your cards are looking fabulous. We've got the Empress as your overall energy. So this is about you getting busy doing, not just thinking about it or putting it off till next week. This is taking the action, starting new projects, working on those new ideas. Your help is the life experience card. This is a card of you making positive changes now, learning from experience, taking those pearls of wisdom, everything you've learned, things that you do like, things that you don't like, things that work, things that didn't work, putting those all together, those little pearls of wisdom, and making positive changes. It's time for you to focus now on a slightly new direction. We've got the 7 of Pencils, 7 of Swords. This is about leaving the old ways behind and now moving forward in a new direction with much more of a focus on what you would like to do, what you need, in a direction that suits you so much better. So it's time to leave go of all that self-doubt, self-criticism. We've got the 8 of Pencils here. all that negativity. She's put it in that little balloon, look, and she's just about to pop it with a pin. Because she's just had this delivery from the self-belief company saying, oh, yes, I can. That's what you need to be focusing on. Self-belief, self-confidence, self-motivation. Because the spirit guidance says it's time for you to move in a new direction. This is you moving on and feeling good. This card shows up if things have felt a little bit delayed, a little bit slow. Not anymore. This is the card when the breath of fresh air comes in, and here you are moving on and feeling good. So stay balanced. This could happen quite quickly, actually. The life experience card and this Knight of Cups, flying in on the motorbike. This is about speed. All the Knights are really fast moving energy. And this Knight of Teacups says, just stay balanced. Don't make any rash decisions. Just go steady. Think it through. Make your plans. And I do feel here that there is some positive change for the better and you moving on, feeling good. So I hope that resonates. Thank you.
Great. SP, you've got the Seven of Wands, and that is a card of struggle, having to constantly defend your end of the corner. In the past, I'm seeing this as a past card where you've had to stand up for yourself and defend yourself here. It's been a struggle for you for a while, but by your due diligence in doing that, you move on to the Moon, which means you trust your instincts and your gut feelings, and you know what you have in your database to find out any information in the background, doing your research. Standing your ground now will have some clarity to it. Will be tangible, will be verifiable. So trust your intuition, know that you have enough in your database and your experiences to not be worried and create an illusion in your mind that things aren't going to work out. The Moon is the energy of Pisces. You could be dealing with that water sign as well. In the center position, you've got the Hermit. You've had time to do some self-reflection, thinking about what it is you want to do. You may be in the process of doing that now, tapping into people who are where you want to be, people who you emanate, you look up to, and maybe look at as mentors. You're going to be learning something from this group of people that will allow you to see the light and take that light out into the world to help others as well. Now, the Three of Wands comes in and says you're right where you belong. Okay, you're starting to show some progress. You're on the up and up. Things are working out in your favor now, and you're standing on the shore saying, finally, my ship's coming in. I see it on the horizon. Well, it's coming, yes, but you need to keep moving forward. The wands are action. Start planning that next project or move forward towards your success. And it's coming in because you have the King of Pentacles. And that is that confident king who, no matter what, he's called the Midas touch king, because no matter what he does, he comes up successful. He thinks it through. I do think that money will be stable as well. I always look at this king as somebody who could be involved in, in some sort of situation that has to do with finance. He's an upstanding person in society, but he's very, very successful. And I do think that you're going to find security therein. Now, coming in with your final card, you've got try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is steal your joy and your sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories. So you're up to something new here. You're moving on. You've thought about it for a long time. You struggled in the past, but you've got everything you need now to succeed. I hope that helps out, SP. Thank you so much for coming in the room and asking us to do this for you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, those are the super chats right now that we have completed. And now let's see who we haven't done a reading for. Well, we've got Demara, we've got Kathy, we've got April, we've got Desiree, and let's see, are you still in the room, guys? I know Demara is. Let's pull 3 cards for Demara. We're still early. Okay, so, you're very welcome, SP. Thank you for coming into our room. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. All righty, here we go. Demara.
Oh, Demara, this is lovely. Thank you so much for coming in every week and all your loving support. It's absolutely a appreciated. And you've got 3 fabulous cards. 3 of Cups, celebrations, positive news, reasons to be happy, social invitations, reasons to celebrate. It's absolutely beautiful. The 9 of Coins is the success. It's you reaping the rewards of your hard work. Being able to take some time off just for you, resting, relaxing after a job well done, and you really enjoying that, taking some time out just for you. And then we've got the Queen of Teacups, the Queen of Cups, this beautiful energy of loving kindness, compassion. This Queen is very often in a position where she's helping other people. She's so good at that. She does one thing first, is she looks after herself first. So that's just a little extra message, self-care. And then this lovely Queen energy, very charitable. She's very humanitarian. She's kind. She's loving. She would come in and give other people that helping hand. Absolutely beautiful energy. And here she is standing there doing what she does best, which is helping other people with loving kindness and compassion, and making sure that everyone is happy and fulfilled. So beautiful energy coming through for you, Damara.
Oh, nice one. I love it. Okay, Marella, I got you on the list. Thank you for reminding me you're here. Okay, so there's a new opportunity coming in here, a new financial beginning. You might be getting a new job. You might be getting a new job description, but it's a beautiful opportunity that's going to bring you more prosperity. I think you're going to be in charge. You've got the leadership card. This is the King of Wands, being able to go after what you want, calling the shots, laying your demands on the table, and actually being heard for them. So I think that, you're in charge now. There's going to be a new offer that gives you that. Okay. Both these cards are yes cards right now. Now, your final card coming in is when you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and the now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. I think, you're realizing that anyway. You're moving on. You're realizing that you can't stay in the same place and excel. You're constantly forward thinking now, and I think you're going to find you'll be in charge more and be of what it is you want to do. Okay, there's an opportunity here coming in for you that looks very promising. What she's saying here,
Get well soon.
I'm not number 1 right now. Yeah. Okay. What she's saying here, from my show and helping other people for their shows. Yeah.
So lovely time of self-care, Damara.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one here in the room is Kathy. Kathy, are you still here, sweetie? If you are, step up. If you're listening to me in the background and you'd like a message, we're here. We would love to pull some cards for you. So step up. The next one here, if Kathy takes time for Kathy to show up, is April, Barnett, Desiree Jacobs, and Morella. So we know Morella's here. So let's go with Morella because she's right now. And yeah. She's still here. Okay. So some of them might have moved on or they have things to do. So let's see who's in the room. Okay. Let's use, we're down to 5 people, so we'll see who's in the room. This is for Morella.
Morella. 3 fabulous cards for you. 8 of Wands, first one. Everything taking off for the best reasons possible. This is you juggling lots of different things all at once. Delays are over and a fresh new energy coming in. We've got the 9 of Cups, wishes fulfilled, happiness, joy, things that you've been working for and hoping for coming into view. And the final card, the High Priestess. This is you. It's a major arcana card. So this is the one with the strongest energy. When things really take off and it all gets really exciting, this High Priestess says, just take your time. Think it through. Gather information about it. Step back. Assess the situation. On the card, look here, she's gathering information. She's reading a little book saying how to just wait. So she's assessing everything. She's looking into everything. She's gathering all her information together and asking herself, is this what I would really like? Is this what I would really want to do? And when you've done that, then it's time to move ahead. So it's exciting, lots going on. Just take your time and think it through. So I hope that resonates. Thank you.
Hi, Marilla. So glad to see you again. This is your card. You got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is that epiphany, that aha moment. The third eye opens and you go, yeah, I knew it. I see the truth now. If you've been in a situation where, things were a little cloudy, you couldn't see things in complete clarity, not anymore. This is a new opportunity. When this Ace shows up, you're going to see the whole picture, the truth, so help you God. You're very busy with your job. You might be learning something new hands-on. You have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups coins rather is that card of working hard. You might be seeing increments of improvement or success or money coming in. This is a card of the apprentice, which means you could be taking a new form of study, wanting to add something new to your resume to level you up on that next rung of success and perhaps income tax bracket. Excuse me. You're going to be known for paying attention to details here, and I do see you being rewarded for that. Now, excuse me, your final card here is, in your journey, there will be times when you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. So let go of any of the sad, the regrets, the remorse, the how comes and the what ifs. Done. Okay, Marilla? And Marilla, when are you going to Jamaica? Okay. All right. Okay. So we don't have Kathy here. She hasn't come back. We don't. We got Wanda. Wanda came in.
Yes, just now.
Wanda Pierce. Let's go down here. Wanda, we'll do a couple of cards, okay? Here she is.
Are you doing 2 or 3, Brenda?
Well, I do 2 and then an oracle message. So you can do 2 or 3, whatever you want. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Wanda, 8 of Wands flying out again. So busy energy, end of delays, lots going on. You juggling lots of different things all at once for the best reasons possible. So it's a real catalyst for change. The 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords is about you healing and moving on. Taking your time just now, and suddenly everything gets busy and it's time to move on. The 6 of Cups is about the past, so you acknowledging the past, remembering the past, reminiscing about the past, but don't stay there, because this is the card that also says it's time for you to do what you've always wanted to do. So very much an energy of moving on, things really lifting off for the best reasons possible, and you moving forward with something new to something you've always wanted to do. So, Wanda, I wish you well. Thank you.
Okay. All righty. Wanda, you're charging towards your goals with the Knight of Swords. There's big changes and opportunities that you want to go after. I always say just pull back on the reins, excuse me, a little bit. Read between the lines, be careful, be mindful. Don't sign any documents or contracts or correspondence of any kind, any sales, because once the ink hits the paper, it's a done deal. Consumer, beware. But there's an opportunity coming in that you want to go after. You're in a big hurry to chase something right now. And it's about seizing the moment and doing that. But just pull back on those reins a little bit before you jump into the quicksand and figure out how you're going to swim your way out. Things are going to work out, though, because you have the 10 of coins, the 10 of pentacles. This is happiness. This is fulfillment, feeling good within your soul pod, your circle of friends, your family, your chosen family. This is also saying that you will feel stability and you'll be able to have some relief in your finances as well. Everything works out with this card. It's beautiful. Now, you've got, just because something is not happening right now doesn't mean that it will never happen. Divine timing is at play. Be patient and trust the process. So whatever you're manifesting, dreaming for, working on, it's a process, and it's coming in. It's just taking time. Okay, Wanda. Thank you so much for coming in. Here we are. Okay. So what do we got on the bottom here? Okay. And it looks like we are winding down. There's 9 people in our room though. So guys, I was talking to Anne about we'll be going over into her room one of these days. We just have to work it out on the calendar. But please check out Anne because she's got these beautiful cards that she's working with, her teacup cards and her time to shine cards and her little mindful messages. And working with angels has always been what she does. And this is why she designed these cards and drew the graphics on them and everything. And they're beautiful and they're not expensive. But she also has them so that you can order them virtually on your iPhones. You're able now to hit a button and it'll shuffle them for you on the screen. You don't want to, and it'll do that for you. And you can actually every day get up and say, okay, let's pull a 3 card, past, present, future. What do I need to know today? I just want 1 card, boom, and it'll bring that card up. So she does have the little mindful messages are wonderful too, because, and why don't you pull, do you have your deck there to pull a couple of those little messages from that deck? She does them in her weeklies. She works with the Teacup Tarot. Then she clarifies with the Time to Shine Tarot. And then at the end, she does a little mindful message. So the mindful messages are her oracle deck. And they're very sweet. They're very, she passes them through a love filter. That's what they look like. And they're a little bit smaller than her regular deck. But they're excellent. They're excellent messages. Yeah, see the difference?
So this was the first deck I ever made.
Wow.
And I just sat down and drew 44, because that's a lovely angel number. 44 little angels doing all sorts of different things. And this was the first one. This was the one that really, it's got, I'm really fond of this deck because this was the start of it all. And sometimes on my readings, on my weekly readings, we'll finish with a mini mindfulness card. And every quality on each of these cards is something to, I would use and pick one every day. What do I need to focus on today? So we'll just do one for now. Caring. So this little card here. And the message on it is, angels can help you have a caring attitude every day. So caring, be caring to yourself, looking out for other people, just having that lovely aura of compassion and kindness. And that's literally how you use these decks. So that's the mini mindfulness deck. And then my next deck, I got a little bit more adventurous because I started to put it into suits. So we've got the balance suit, the inspiration, the action, and the intuition suit. So you can see where this is going. This is years ago that I did these. This is the angel sort of quietly just nudging me along before I got to the 78 different cards of the tarot.
So what deck is that?
So this is the mini messages.
Oh, right. Okay, the mini messages.
So the mini mindful just has one little quality.
Yeah.
This one has suits and more of a particular message. So from the mini messages deck, we look at the suit, the inspiration suit, and then we read the message underneath. Progress. Every small step takes you closer to success. So that would be your thought for today. That would be your little inspiration, your little motivation. So for anybody, when I was making those card decks, I was just sort of learning and getting into them myself. And I would think, well, how on earth would I start? And I thought, just a little card with one simple message on.
Yeah.
That's that one. Then we get a more detailed message in. Is it balance? Is it inspiration? Is it action? Then we got the Time to Shine Oracle, which is it's 62 cards. It's literally the training deck for tarot because it's got everything in there except the court cards. So getting used to reading major arcana, minor arcana, all the cards in the tarot, and then the last one I did, which was the full-blown 78 card, boom.
Yeah.
And that's how it evolved, really. And the first deck started when I was actually working, because I worked as a receptionist in a school, and it was fabulous. And there were 600 kids, and there was anybody else, 60 staff. It was so busy. And because it's a school, you're never allowed to have sweets or anything like that on the counter, because otherwise they'd all be coming down to eat the sweets. Yeah. So I used to have a little jar, it was a little box. I made a lovely little box with a lid. And in that box was a little word, a little message saying, keep going, stay motivated, take some time out, have some fun, use your talents today. I'm reading them here. Always believe your angels are with you. Ask the angels to light your way and expect them to do it.
Tell them why you had that jar on your desk.
I had that jar on my desk for anybody coming into the school, just to take something as they were signing in. And I found that I used to call it my little jar of loveliness. And I was forever refilling it. And it was so popular. And I used to find these little quotes. I used to put little quotes in there as well, some lovely ones, like every small step, every journey, every 1,000-mile journey starts with one single step. And I used to find them a lot at school. They'd be on, in the staff room, in teachers, they'd just have them tucked away on the laptops and stuff like this. And they were so popular. That's why I went on and made a card deck. And that's how it started, because I was literally doing something at school that I thought people would enjoy.
Making somebody's day better, because even kids that perhaps had a detention that came in and they were pouting and they weren't happy and they were having, and how do we know what kind of homes they come from and parenting?
It wasn't particularly for the kids. It was mainly for the staff and the visitors, because I've got to be careful giving things out. But any of the children walking in and out, and I would never say, no, you can't have one, because everything in there was life affirming.
It was all life affirming, and it was all positive, and you weren't giving them sweets. So,
no.
But that's beautiful. And that's a great way to start your day, because, if we don't start our day with prayer and grace and gratitude and have a gratitude attitude, I mean, that's what I do when I walk the dog. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for this. Thank you, God, for that. Thank you, God. Thank you for my good health. Thank you for this beautiful pet. Thank you for this beautiful sunny day. Thank you for allowing me to live in this free part of the world on this planet. They're just simple little things you can say as you're thinking through your day first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
And I tell people, people seem to think, like I went to church today, right? And it was the blessing of the pets. And so people brought in dogs, and the minister went down, he blessed all the dogs. I didn't take Pip because he thinks he's a pit bull when he sees other dogs. He knows his own gang, and he's good with them. But other dogs, he thinks he can, be this little pit bull. And I didn't want to chance him being aggressive. But anyway, what it is, what was I saying? You want to have a positive attitude, and you don't have to pray on your hands and knees in church. I mean, I've prayed on the toilet. I've prayed in my car. I've prayed,
just talk to your angel.
I've prayed in the doctor's office. I've prayed, wherever. But first thing in the morning, it's thank you for another day. Thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for my good health. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for the rain. It could be pouring rain, Anne. And maybe we've had a drought or whatever, but there's a reason why we need the rain. And, but, your storm wasn't fun, I gather. But
no, but still, look what happened. It was all very positive.
So you asked your angels, which is a form of prayer. Who do we lean into? Is it a saint? Is it a archangel? Is it an angel? Whatever we believe in, higher self. Pray to your ancestors. Okay,
it doesn't matter if you don't know the name of them.
No. And I always say, Mother, Father, God, divine, loving, loving energy of the universe. So you're getting it all in there, right?
We've got a little comment just come in, Brenda, from April. Cooking Made Easy with April, and she's put April is here. So shall we pull a couple of cards for April? Because I don't think it'll be full.
April, you're back. Okay, yeah, let's pull them for you. I didn't see you come back here. I am here.
When we
Yeah, I'm acting away. We're talking about angels and spirituality and everything. So thanks, Anne, for seeing that. With April. All right.
and thank you, Brenda, for letting
Do you
me
have
showcase my little teeny decks.
Oh no, please guys, go look at her decks. They're amazing. And I'm actually going to start working with them more, but I always feel like I don't want to work with them if you're working with them. So
I don't mind at all, Brenda. It's honestly,
that's, I'm going to start doing that. And I also want to use them. I'm probably going to use them this week for my weeklies because I want to get out there and start using them more. Now
that's so exciting. I can remember the first time you did that, and I can remember going, oh, and it was so strange to see somebody else dealing my cards.
Well,
I'm here watching Brenda Taro. I had to put the ironing down. I had to turn the iron off.
Figure out what does the blue mean? What does the green mean? What does it what suits what? Because you didn't call it, well, in the beginning you called the swords the pencils, right? I had to learn that, and there was different terminology because they were different, and so I had to figure out how to use them. Well, with watching you do them all the time now, it's quite easy, and I can do that. But you also explained something here today. Your time to shine. There are no court cards in it. There's no. But is there major arcana?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just the court cards.
The purple. There's one. That's the lovers card.
The purple are the major, right? So when I laid them out the other day, I said, "There's a suit missing here. What am I missing?" That's what it was. It was the court cards. So
the court cards. So it's
between the pages and the knights aren't there, which is okay. Okay, so that's interesting because you're going to get them anyway if they're meant to be in the reading with the tarot. So
it's just to get you going, get you grounded with the rest, and then that comes in as the next. Anyhow, April, you must be thinking, will they ever get on with my reading? Here we are. Balance for you, 2 of coins. So this is all about balance. Our little angel here, look, she's riding a unicycle and she's juggling all sorts of different things at once. So this is just a little reminder. Finances need balancing. Work life needs balancing. Time and energy given to other people needs balancing with some time and energy just for you. It's time to believe in yourself. Let go of that negativity. Self-doubt, self-criticism, all of those things are going in that little red balloon there, and she's going to pop that with a pin because she's had a new delivery from the self-belief company saying, oh, yes, I can. So this needs to be your mantra right now. Yes, you can. Have that self-belief. I know it's easy to say that, but just believe in yourself. And when you do, we've got the Chariot card. This is you making that bold move forward with balance. We were talking about that. With discipline, it's well thought out, it's well managed, it's mindful, and it can be quite a fast move forward. So get ready for that because you're just about to do that. So April, I hope that resonates with you.
Okay, April, and then guess who showed up? We've got Mary Murphy. Mary Murphy sent me the most beautiful message on Facebook Messenger. She sent it so I could hear it, her talking, and she's from Ireland, and she's got a lovely accent like you, Anne, but she's got the Irish accent. And she said she was ticking things off. This is happening because she said it felt like my reading this week. She's a Gemini, was exactly her life right now, and I love it when people say that. So it's beautiful. And she's on her way in a couple of weeks or something to Salem. She's going to go to Boston. So she's all the way from Ireland for a week. So it's awesome. But anyway, okay.
Wow. Mary
April, we know. April, it says Cooking with It Made Easy with April. April, do you have a YouTube channel? Is that what you're trying to tell me that you do? Cooking Made Easy with April. We'll go check you out if you do. Okay, these are your cards. Knight of Swords, big changes, opportunities, seize the moment, carpe diem, go after what you want. But when you get there, read between the lines, take your time, be mindful, beware consumer. Once the ink hits the paper, it's a done deal. Don't sign anything in a big hurry or take the first offer. Coming in next, you got the Page of Swords. This is about delayed news. You might hear some information coming in that you were meant to hear. Sometimes this little page, because he's young and he doesn't have the intelligence of the knight or the king, you might hear somebody blurt this out. They don't have any tact. Don't attack the attacker. Just take the message. This is something that you need to find out about it. You're going to hear some information, but it may cause a delay to your plans moving forward while you process it. But you're meant to hear it. Your final card, April, is what's meant to be yours is already making its way to you. What was never yours is starting to flee from you. With time, it will all make sense. For now, bear the confusion and focus on living fully in the present. Don't let your whole life be, I'll be happy when, be happy now. Thank you so much, April, for being in the room. Nice to see you. Yeah, Mary says your reading last week was mega. Thanks, Mary. Please, she follows you too, Anne. She adores you.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And I was going to say,
yeah.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Now,
I
Mary,
get these lovely little messages shared in Ireland, and I think, bless you. Thank you so much for doing that.
I know.
You know.
Hi, girls. Just met a Taurus recently. Is he the one? Okay, so yeah, her and I had talked about that a little bit. So it'll be interesting, Anne, what you find about this too. Okay. We're going to see what we've got here. Is he the one?
Oh. So, Mary, thank you for coming in the room. What a pleasure to read for you. So we've got the Chariot as your overall energy. Movement, fast movement forward. This is well thought out. It's well planned. It's mindful, but it's a fast move forward. This Chariot card comes in if things have felt a little bit delayed, slow, nothing happening, suddenly movement forward. Your help, 5 of Cups, it's time to move on from the past and move on to something so much better. This is you acknowledging the past. That's important. That's brought us to where we are. But now she's turned her back on that look and she's moving forward to something better. What do you need to focus on? We've got the Strength card. So this is you stepping up and speaking up kindly, assertively. This is you saying no thank you if you need to, saying this will work better for me. I would rather do this, thank you. So this is you moving forward and having a say in the matter and doing so with loving kindness, and that will get you a lot further, a lot faster. How can you help yourself? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot in the same reading. This is fast movement forward. It's things again suddenly picking up, you making your move forward and taking with you all those lovely qualities of happiness, joy, fulfillment, positivity. Guidance from Spirit, 2 of Cups. So this is about positive new partnerships. It's lovely. It's also about clarity in communication. So here you are talking things over, having a conversation, having a discussion, stepping up and speaking up, and being absolutely clear in your communication with other people. The outcome, 3 of Coins. This is lovely energy. It's grounded energy. It's about working together. When everybody works together, that's where the success can be found. So there may be discussions to be had. What works best for you? What works best for me? This is about compromise, teamwork, discussions, collaborations. So I do feel a move. I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot card in the same spread, wow. Moving on to something so much better. This time you assertively and gently saying what will work for you. And the 2 of Cups is lovely. It's trustworthy. It's new partnerships. It's looking absolutely lovely and working together. I do feel a strong collaboration, teamwork, working together to move things forward. I really do see this as a beautiful energy moving forward, Mary. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so because Anne pulled the tarot, I pulled the romance deck and an oracle message. And one of the cards here, I asked Spirit a question. I said, okay, why? And they gave me the card to give me the answer to that. So I love that how it goes. I think as you reveal your innermost, selves to each other, you're going to get to know this person better. I do think that there's going to be some communication, some dialogue shared. The longer you get to know each other, the better you get to know each other. So I think there's going to be some contact with each other, giving, hi, Ellen, passing back information to each other. You're learning things already. You mentioned that to me about him mentioning he had a son and how he loves his son and he's a great father and all those things, and that he is available. Physically, he's available right now. He's not in a relationship currently now, but he has been. Obviously, he had a child and children. But anyway, I do think that you will continue to have contact with each other and communicate with each other well, because you're going to be getting to know each other better. Now, I think as you get to know this person better, you're going to feel great passion for this individual. This person could be very passionate themselves. And I don't mean on a physical or a romantic level, but they're passionate about life. They're passionate about their goals. They're passionate about things that get them excited. And I think that's a great appeal to you, because you don't want somebody that's going to sit there in front of the TV watching, football all weekend. You want somebody who has a goal, who has gumption, who has that enjoyment of wanting to experience life. And I think this individual's personality will show you that. Now, the card that I did get that I wanted an answer from was pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I said, what signs? And I'm glad you got this. And it says, he has to release his ex. The time has come to clear that energy. So he may have said, I'm divorced. But I think in his heart, everybody, when we get married, we think it's going to be forever and it's all going to be perfect and whatever. And life gets in the way and things change, right? I think that he's still hanging on to some residual energy there. He's got to heal through that still. I think the more you get to know this person, the more this person will get to know you. Something could grow. Okay, something could turn out really well in this relationship. And I'm glad they gave me that card, because I wanted to know what was the red flag you needed to pay attention to. He may not be completely over the ex, okay? And he's still dealing with that residual energy. He's got to release it. He's got to forgive it. He's got to finally say it's done. And I always say to people, you know how easy it is to fall in love with a new person? Yeah, fall in love, find a new partner. Boom. Okay, you can fall in love again and again and again if you're willing to put in the work and really believe that you're going to get it. And so I think that's if that's the only red flag you need to worry about, be patient. The more he gets to know you and he knows that life is worth living again and he's happy again, he'll be fine. Now, your final outcome card is, your time is coming. Everything is coming together for you, but you must meet the universe halfway. Hold only a bright and happy vision of yourself with successful outcomes, and don't allow your fears or insecurities to stand in your way. Go out there, go after it. Don't be afraid. Okay. I think that there's going to be a lot more dialogue and communication going on between the two of you. And I think things can grow that way. Okay. So Mary, yeah, I like it. Okay. All right. Oh, Elaine's here. I went to Jersey Island last week. It was lovely, beautiful. That's great, Elaine. Was that your holiday? That was your holiday, wasn't it? It was a vacation or time off? Okay. So she wants a general for October. Thank you so much, Mary. You're welcome. Have fun, in Salem. What have we got here? You know the people, the women in Salem, and of course you probably know this anyway. They were called witches. And you want to know why? Because they were herbalists and they were healers. They weren't witches. These were women that went out, that were forward thinking, that knew if they worked with certain herbs. It's the same with the indigenous. We knew what berries to pick to eat, what would help heal this and that. What were the hallucinatory ones? What do you think they were smoking in those in those longhouses, right? But anyway, yeah, it's amazing. So these poor women that were hung because they were, they thought they were witches. In reality, they were herbalists and they were healers of their time, but they were also women, right? So anyway, okay.
So, Helene?
Yep.
Shall I do Helene? Two of Wands, Helene, starting us off. So this is about positive partnerships, you working alongside somebody else when you both work together. That's where the success can be found. So progress, moving forward alongside somebody else. The Ace of Teacups, this is lovely. This is the ace. It's the start of the suit. It's the first card. And this is the start of loveliness. Something new that makes you feel really happy. Happy, joy, fulfillment. It's absolutely beautiful. It can sometimes mean a new home as well. The King of Wands next comes in with the confidence, the focus. This is an entrepreneurial energy. The kings are authority figures. This king is confident, very businesslike, very often in a situation where they're helping other people with a business plan. They are focused, they are ambitious, and very, very confident. And your final outcome card, the World. This is lovely. So this is card 21. It's the last one of the major arcana. So it's the end of a cycle. It's the end of something, but it's the start of something new. So it's celebrating finishing something and doing a job well done. And now it's moving on, moving up to the next level. It's advancement and success. So, Helene, these are looking absolutely lovely. I hope that resonates for you.
I'm still shuffling here because I'm trying to connect with everybody here as they're talking to me. Okay, so she went for 3 days. Okay.
Jersey, that would be beautiful.
Yeah. She went for 3 days. Okay, let's see what we got here. What does she need to see now and expect? Okay. All right. These look pretty promising. Well, I think you're moving ahead. You're going to have stability and structure in your life again because we've got this beautiful, excuse me, emperor. The emperor sits in the seat of power. He's logical. He's organized. He's planning his moves, and he can sit there cool, calm, and collected because of it. You're in control now of what it is you want to do. This could be the male figure that you're dealing with, okay, that you're talking about, Liam. This person is pretty mature and organized, and I think that this is a good choice for you, somebody that, you know, is on the same wavelength and has the same goals of success that you do. Could be this one. Good one to pick if this is the person you're going to be with. But I see you being in control too. The Chariot, coming out ahead of the game, being a champion, winning, great accomplishments coming your way, okay? I think that you're moving forward, and this is a good idea. You're always thinking forward and how to create something on your own because you are so beautifully creative. This is a card that says you're going to come out victory, overcoming any obstacles now. Things are going to get easy for you, and you're going to see the return for your hard work and efforts. And wishes fulfilled. Simple as this. You've got the 9 of Cups. Dreams coming true. Okay, manifesting what you want, but you just don't sit there and manifest it. You go after it, and this is why you're going to see success coming in, wishes coming true. And your final card is, we are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you are alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. So you're working on that. So you're getting these messages that this might be a good idea to do this. You're still thinking of doing something with this person, and I think you should research it more. And I think that there's a possibility you can. Okay, Elaine, sounds good. Okay. April says, I started a business helping the elderly, and I'm walking out on faith. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Walking out on faith. Okay, Erica, a general, please. Hi, Erica. Nice to see you. You're our last one in the room. I closed the chat room down now, guys, because it's past 3:30, and we shut down at 3:30. So, Erica, you are the last one. Anybody else who pays for a super chat, it will be written down here, and you will be the first in line next Sunday. So please, no more super chats now. Our super chat in our room is closing down now. Okay, so all right.
Okay. So, Erica, thank you for coming into the room, and thank you every week for your lovely support on my channel as well. It's really appreciated. So, on with your reading. Overall energy, High Priestess. This is the only major arcana card. So, this is about you assessing, finding out information, reading information, gathering information, doing your homework, and finding out everything you need to know before moving forward. Asking yourself, is this what I would really like? Is this what will make me happy? So it's a card of deliberation and finding out information. Your help, in comes this golden opportunity, Ace of Coins. Here it is, something new. This is probably what you're finding out information about. It's an ace, so it's the first card of the suit. It's new, it's exciting. It's a new beginning, especially where work, career, home life, financial life is concerned. What do you need to focus on? Now, we've got the first of 2 nights. So this is fast energy. This could happen quite quickly. And this is the Knight of Pencils, saying choose carefully. Do what this High Priestess is doing and do your homework. This knight comes flying in fast, and she's got 2 options, a main road or a bumpy track. She's got to think quickly, but she mustn't be rushed. So this is you taking your time to decide. Even if somebody's going, I want an answer now, I want an answer yesterday, you're going to say, just leave it with me and I'll get back to you. How can you help yourself? Moving forward in a new direction with new ideas and new plans, closing the gate on the old ways, learning from experience. And now it's time for you to move in a new direction. This is about new ideas, new plans, and new ways forward. So stay balanced. This is your guidance from spirit. When it takes off and if it's happening quickly, this Knight of Teacups says, just take it slowly. Don't be rushed. Don't be hassled. Take your time and all will be well. And the outcome, 6 of Coins, I think Brenda called it the gift card or something like that earlier on. Yeah, here they are. These lovely little...
I have it as well.
Gifts of abundance coming in from the universe. So it, again, connected with work, career, home life, finances, the things you've been wanting actually coming into view. And Brenda's got the same card. So over to you, Brenda.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, so you're charging towards your goals here, towards something in a big hurry, big changes and opportunities coming in for you, Erica. Again, I've had this King of Swords a lot and with other people tonight and today. And I do believe that, you just have to pull back on the reins. Being enthusiastic and passionate about something's wonderful. But remember what I said, read between the lines, don't sign anything in a big hurry, and don't take the first offer. Take your time. You're charging towards something because you're enthusiastic and your passion is building up. But and it is a card of seize the moment, carpe diem. But just be mindful of what you're doing, especially if you're signing something. Don't hold yourself back or restrict yourself. This is what you need to focus on. Don't allow yourself to get up in your head, presume and assume, and do that stinking thinking thing where you think it isn't going to work out for me. Why I'm not good enough. It isn't going to happen. I've waited too long. It's done. No, don't get up in your head. The only thing holding you back from succeeding or going after that goal and seeing it come to fruition is you. Step out of that mindset. Step away from it. Don't hold yourself back and sabotage this luck coming in. Your help or your hurdle or your challenge is that card of generosity, as I call it, the give and take, push-pull energy. This is the gift card, I call that. You could be receiving something from somebody in the form of time, effort, support, love, maybe even money. This could be something that's coming in that you didn't expect. I often say it could be a refund, a rebate, a raise, an inheritance, a windfall of some sort. However, you could be the person that's giving something to somebody else. Okay, you might be generous and wanting to help somebody else in need this week. Okay, messages from Spirit and your guides. Get ready for a new opportunity. Ace of Wands coming in, taking action, going after that goal that you want, not being afraid to start a new beginning. Something new is coming in and it's giving you inspiration. Go after it. You're finding new passion. Now, the Justice card comes in, and the Justice card is that card of karmic justice. Something's going to come into play. I always say with the Justice card, it's waved, and it's waved in your favor, especially if you're dealing with something in the form of, somebody that you're dealing with. Their karma will end up, you don't have to do anything. Karma comes in. But justice, if you're dealing with a legal situation, often works in your favor. Your final card here is you can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before and showing up to meet them down streets you've never walked before. I think you're going to be doing something new, totally unrelated to what you thought you would do. Something new. Well, Erica, thank you so much for coming in, catching us at the end here. Now, guys, we're going to love you and leave you. It's already 3:40, and it's nighttime for Anne, and she needs to go have her cup of tea and sit for a few minutes and unwind with her husband David. And love to David, and Anne, and yeah. So guys, we'll see you next Sunday, God willing. And maybe what we'll be trying to do is get Anne's feet and get her out here, and maybe she can work a Sunday and I'll work the next Sunday. Maybe we'll alternate Sundays, or when she's off or she doesn't, whatever. But we want to get her out here because we've been supporting her from the get-go. She now is able to reap in the profits of her hard work and effort and have that super chat button, which will go to her account.
Thanks to all of you. Thank you.
So don't forget, guys, up there in that corner, I now have the QR code. For anybody that wants to find my channel, you just scan that with your phone. It'll take you right to my YouTube channel and my services that I offer on my website. And when Anne goes out on her channel, it will be her QR code. I told her today, she was all excited, and I said, look what I did today.
Yeah, I was so impressed.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's just a matter of looking at things and saying, oh, what does that button mean? Oh, really? Why didn't I have that? So guys, we love you and leave you. Have a wonderful, happy, healthy, prosperous, and successful week. Always know Anne and I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And we'll see you soon.
See you soon.